What's really going on, y'all? What's happening? What's going on? Jacob guys are back in the building. You know, we back here to talk this shit, do our thing, and fill up our gas tanks emotionally speaking, because can't get gas, I guess, other places in the world. So we are here to talk this shit. We down a member because apparently somebody need to get talked off of a building. He's out there doing God's work. So good for him. You know, I'm sure he'll jump in here in some type of way, or he'll be in the chat room, and that's the fifth man of the show. So before we get into it, our topic today is going to be well, y'all can read, but I'll say it anyway. Are black men better off dating non-black women? Yep. We're gonna go there today.
It's gonna be the one.
But before we do all that shit, you know how we do. If you ever watched our show, you know we're gonna talk a little bit of shit about what's going on in the world first. So before we get into this topic that's probably gonna get us shadow banned. What's going on, y'all? What's happening out there, man?
I can't wait. I was waiting on this one because I knew this was the one that was. I'm like, this is the one that's gonna get kicked off YouTube.
Career ender.
Yep. So I couldn't wait. I'm excited. Can't wait. Other than that, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is getting divorced.
Bill Gates getting divorced and came out and admitted that he had a side chick the whole time.
Of course.
But he and Melinda Gates, his wife, had an understanding.
Yeah.
He had wrote into his marriage agreement that, let me just salute Bill Gates one time. Because that's real money right there.
Real man of genius.
Big facts. So, man, let this be a lesson to you. Get your weight up. Get your money right. Because when your money's right, you run the show. There's no arguing. There's no let's formalize an agreement. There's no let's bicker, let's discuss. No, I'm Bill Gates, bitch. That's what it is. I'm Bill Gates, bitch.
I mean, that's the
I'm
truth.
Bill Gates, bitch.
That's how Bezos got divorced and made his wife the richest woman in the world.
Yeah. Richest woman in the world by getting divorced.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's balling. That's next level balling right there.
Here's a kicker though. Everything he paid her out, he made back within 3/4 of the pandemic. He made it back.
Yeah, so it's an ongoing thing between him and I think is it Elon, who's Richard.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bezos got him by a lot. I think Bezos got, well, not a lot, but
kicking ass, man.
Yeah, but if you understand how Tesla works, that's on Tesla's. The company is hanging by a thread. Yeah, we have to get more in depth in it. We discussed it a lot in my. I'm getting my Series 65 license, so we discussed it, how their business structure there, and how just one wrong move that whole company could fall apart.
Right.
But Bezos is pretty
okay because I
it does, but if you understand like the behind the scenes stuff of business, then you'll understand like why I say that, because it's difficult to explain without like context and stuff. But, and plus it's this is secondhand information. I'm hearing this from my teacher, so but Bezos is. He's solid. He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
But Gates been good. Since since I was was like early high school. Right. I mean Gates was holding the torch for richest guy in the world for a while. Wow. I mean nobody was close.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard that he's only giving his kid $10 million.
No, he's only giving them 10%.
Oh, okay.
Still 10% of.
No, I mean, but amongst all of his children.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
no, I'm saying that's a lot of money.
Wait, how many kids does he got?
Who? Gates?
Yeah.
I think.
I thought it was like 3.
I don't know. We have to look it up.
I seen that picture.
But I know what he said. It would be irresponsible
to hand them
that much wealth.
Okay.
But they still gonna get like 10%, which is still better than any of the fucking thing we're gonna inherit. You know what I'm saying? Like
still a couple $100 million.
Well, I mean, but I mean, they fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right, they're good. We ain't gotta worry about it.
They'll inherit enough money that if they want to go and start their own version of Microsoft or whatever they want to do in life, they'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Put it like this. It's way better than anything any of our parents is leaving us.
Exactly.
Which in my case ain't gonna be shit. But, but yeah, fuck, the Bill Gates thing. For anybody who doesn't know, he had a written into his marital agreement that he could go on vacation once a year with his ex-girlfriend, whatever the fuck her name is. Now that's not even pimping. That's just straight out. This what it is. If you don't agree, that's fine. You don't have to marry me. You can move along.
I mean, money will get you whatever you want.
Money will get you.
Like,
Money will get you.
Money
it's
gets
like
you.
I'm gonna take care of you while we're together. So what can you really?
Money
say? Like,
will get you cooperation.
You both hit it on the head. You both hit it on the head
That's
right
what
there.
it'll do. So,
yeah.
I'm Bill Gates, bitch.
and I
Ride with it
message.
or don't ride. Ride with it or ride out.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'd rather be
But at the same time-
wife than the ex-girlfriend. Definitely 100%
Yeah.
because now she's
Yeah.
getting paid out and like the
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend gets a vacation and probably some money.
She
Whatever.
getting some money. She getting taken care of.
She got, I'm sure she got tricked on a little bit.
There's
you
no
know.
like legal obligation for him to take care
Right,
of her.
right.
You know,
Like with
but
the
for
wife,
her, she's good. I'd be like, sure.
I'm sure their kids
Either
are grown
take her.
now, right?
Really?
Like I'm good. Like
little-
I'm paid over here. You're taking care of me. I'm gonna get paid when this
Their kids are
ends.
grown, right?
I'm pretty sure.
She can go live her life, the second half of her life, and just be like,
But she don't want to go back out in these streets old.
streets. I would take that money and I would do whatever the hell I've ever wanted to do.
She gonna get Lizzo. It ain't gonna be nothing but a dudes trying to take advantage of her and spend
Yeah.
her money. Melinda Gates, I'm single, by the way. I'm just, if
Me
you
too.
see this.
No, that's-
Yeah, she's gonna be a
Me
billionaire
We can
too.
tag team this
Baby.
bitch. What's happening?
She's gonna be a billionaire too because she was there young.
yeah. Oh yeah. She's about to get
She's there from Jump
paid.
Street, so yeah, she'll be a billionaire.
Smart.
That's not smart.
I don't think she'll be
I mean,
Bezos'
she
wife
knew what she
billionaire,
was
but
getting into. When she married him. She knew she was
You
gonna be
know what
taken
it
care of.
is.
She knew she was gonna have some money if the shit didn't work out.
Okay.
I feel like she was married smart.
It's
Just
good
like,
selection process.
yeah, like hey, why not?
All right.
Go
All
through
right.
whatever I gotta go through.
you think the fact that he's rich makes it easier for her to deal with that he got a side chick?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cause she's like basically like in my mind, if you're like that, I've never obviously been with anybody that rich. So if you're that rich, to me, it's like I know I'm gonna be taken care of. Like there's nothing like what women want. Like we do want you
It's
to be faithful and all
security.
that stuff, but we really want security. That's what
Thank
we
you.
want. Like and you being unfaithful without the agreement, like just some random schmo that you're with being unfaithful, that takes away your security. But if you already have it written down, like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this, but you're gonna be taken care of, everything's good, then it's kind of like I still have my security. I just won't think about what you're doing, you know?
So you're saying it's easier to be cheated on by Bill Gates as opposed to the nigga at Popeyes.
Yeah. Yes.
Because he can't do nothing but bring you home a chicken sandwich and some biscuits.
I mean, I don't want to be cheated on at all. So don't get
But-
me twisted. I do not condone. But if I had to deal with that situation, it was kind of like, okay, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Do I love this man? That's one. Two, if I love him, this is the flaw that I got to deal with. He's going to go with his ex-girlfriend, but I'm going to be taken care of. My kids are going to be straight. My generation to generation after me is going to be straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be like, all right.
You
know
secured the legacy.
Yeah, I secured the legacy. I took a L.
But
You know, I had to deal with what I
Right.
had to deal
Facts,
for
facts.
you guys. So
so is it safe to say Melinda Gates?
But you got paid. In that case, you got compensated for the youth that you gave to that person.
but then my
'Cause
kids are going to
time.
be it to me.
Generation wealth.
Yeah, to me, it's like everything I do is for my kids now. So if the things that I do now, if all I had to do was deal with this guy cheating on me, like, and I know that they're good and my grandchildren are good and my great grandchildren, everybody's good after this because I got to deal with this, then hell yeah, I sacrifice now. Why wouldn't I sacrifice something like that?
Facts.
So what?
So
So what?
is it safe to say Melinda Gates doesn't have that WAP?
She probably didn't. If he put it in the agreement, she probably was like,
I mean, aren't you the one who says that it don't really matter?
Absolutely.
So I don't think that's a factor.
I was just being a dick.
All right.
But maybe he just, you know, there's some men that just really, they're honest with themselves and they say, I can't be with one woman. And he might have just been honest with himself and her and said, I'm never just going to be able to be with you. Like,
I think that's most men, though.
yeah, but
men
most
feel
men
that
are
way.
honest.
Most men aren't honest.
Most
And
men,
then-
yeah, you're right. Most men aren't honest about it, but most men feel that way.
And most men don't have the resources he has.
Right.
If you had a tenth of his resources, honesty would be through the roof. Look, There's gonna be a couple other, so you can join in.
All right.
Her wait your turn.
And you're gonna be
It's
the
very
main
simple.
one. So
You're gonna be the main one.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
honestly, like it sounds so harsh, especially for like marriage or whatever. But I just feel like, because I think obviously marriage should be between two people, but I feel like she sacrificed her feelings, because women are emotional and we are all about feelings. So she literally is a strong woman to me for like being able to look past that to make sure her and her kids are straight, and her grandkids and her great grandkids.
But if it's been going on for as long as it's been going on, why get divorced now? That's what I
Why
don't
is he
understand.
divorcing her?
That's a great question.
I don't. That's the part I don't
Nobody
get.
answered that one.
I wonder why.
Why now?
Can
You know?
Can I ask another question? And I'm glad you're here. Is it even feasible to think you're gonna be the only one? Like I said, hold on, let me clarify. Like I said, if you can get cheated on by the nigga that works the kitchen at Popeyes, and considering the fact that women outnumber men by like roughly what, 2 million? There's 2 million more women than there are men. And taking into account that men with resources, especially resources like that, are in short supply and high demand, is it even feasible to think you're gonna be the only one?
Not when you're with somebody that rich. No.
Okay.
You should not think that you're gonna be the only one.
Okay, but again, going back to the earlier statement, if you're getting cheated on by a nigga who works the kitchen at Popeyes, is it even feasible to think you're gonna be the only one? There's
In my
more
mind,
of
if I'm
you.
with somebody that's working the kitchen at Popeyes, and this is just me being who I am, okay, 'cause it's gonna sound really fucked up, but dude, you're lucky that I'm fucking with you. So no, you should not cheat on me. If you do, like, you're stupid, and that's how I feel about my ex-husband. And I actually asked him. That's just really funny, because I sat there and asked him. We were sitting there in the bedroom, and I found out he had cheated on me, and he was doing the whole cry, let me cry, and
Oh,
try to
yeah.
get you back stuff.
Of course.
And I said, look, why don't you, because by this time my feelings are out, and I'm just like, why don't you just let me know what it is? Like, do you just need multiple women? Like, just let me know what it is. Like, be real. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at some point women just have to be real with themselves. Like, there is some men that just have to be with multiple women, whether they work at Popeyes or not. And then there's men who would like most men, and I'm not saying all, because there's some men that are just like so in love with their wife and they just want to be with their wife, and it is what it is. I'm sure they think about other women, but they just want to be with their wife. But there is a lot of men that really want to have multiple women, but they think about the consequences, and they're smart, and they're like, okay, I'm not going to mess up my whole entire family to just because I want to go get my dick wet. You know what I'm saying? So there's mature men that make those good decisions to keep their family together and not to compromise their wife. So it just kind of depends for me. I think there's a couple different types of men. So
Okay, that's what's up. Right on.
That's interesting.
Any other current events? I got one more.
We're out of gas.
yeah,
We're out of gas, and Israel is trying to blow up Palestine again. So,
Hey,
I'm sure what'll happen next is somebody over here, somebody black is gonna get shot by the police
that's next.
to
Yeah.
distract
It's been a
from
while,
the
right,
obvious
guys? So
ongoing onslaught of war that has been plaguing that area since, well, before I was even thought of.
they probably sit around and they're like, hey, it's been a while.
Oh,
I think we
yeah.
should shoot a black person.
we got
Pay a little bit too much
Did you see
attention
that
to what's really going
you see
on.
that Iron Dome shit
No.
that Israel's got? That shit was cold.
is Iron Dome?
Dude, it's like, it's basically like the how do I describe it? It's like a security system they got. So when they fire a rocket into Israel, dog, this system goes off and just launches anti-personnel like
It'll blow up.
it blows up missiles like before it can even hit. Yeah, that shit's cold.
That's pretty
Like I'm
cool.
sure we got that shit
Yeah, I'm
too.
sure we
but,
got it too.
yeah,
Probably.
but that I was like, damn, that's dope as hell.
I feel kind of
gotta get
protected
one-
up in
a little
Israel.
bit.
I gotta
but,
get one of those.
Yeah.
I think
I
I'd
don't
be
have
talking
kind of problem.
cash shit. Like, fuck you gonna do? Like, launch something.
Right,
Tell you.
do it. Launch it.
Big fact.
It's really unbalanced because Israel's backed by the United States, so
All right.
it's not.
It's right.
It's not even gonna be
It's
close.
not gonna, yeah.
If it's a real long
If it
drawn out,
really goes, yeah.
that's just gonna they're gonna turn that shit into a parking lot. Gaza's gonna be absorbed into Israel anyway. So,
Yeah, gas prices are on the rise.
yeah,
Supposed to be $4 by the end of the week. I'm sorry, and what else?
From home.
Georgia and parts of Tennessee completely out of gas.
anybody missing Trump yet?
I mean, I'm just playing. No, I'm Biden. Listen, I'm
just
Biden
saying.
2020.
Biden.
I'm
I'm just
definitely
saying.
Biden 2020.
You
But
didn't have these problems when the
but
orange
dang,
man
Biden,
was in
like,
there.
bro, Uncle, whatever we finna call you, Uncle JoJo, like, let's get this together because, like, we
That
need our
motherfucker-
gas, you
Dude
know?
is senile.
God.
Y'all realize that, right?
Oh yeah,
You ever listen
he's
to him
losing
talk?
his mind now.
Dog,
Yeah.
he is.
Y'all got headboard Harris as a backup?
But I feel like Trump was loony too. I mean, I feel like both of them.
Yeah, but I didn't have to pay this much for gas. Though.
I know.
Yeah.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't run out.
No traveling.
And he was like,
Fuck
forget
you.
the natives, build that pipeline.
Right.
Which I think is messed up, but at the same time, it's
Yeah.
kind of like I didn't pay this much for
Y'all can
gas.
keep fucking with Joe Biden. He gonna be on there with a bullhorn and a baseball bat talking about, you used to call me Crazy Joe. Now you can call me Batman.
No.
And that's when he's officially done.
Yeah.
He officially lost his
But
mind.
then
Because he'll give that speech while he's actually wearing a Batman costume.
Nah,
Kamala will be president.
headboard Harris.
You think that'd be better or worse?
That's scary. There's gonna be a black woman in there. Y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all.
Is she black?
Half
I mean, she's half, yeah.
black and Indian. Someday
Well,
She's a
can
woman of color.
She's
Okay.
a woman of color,
enough.
and she will be. That's
I
that.
wasn't like discriminating. I was just
No,
wondering.
no, no. I'm saying it could go either way. You know, like
Yeah, y'all was trying to
Are
like.
you being
They always trying to figure out what us.
no, but I know women.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to
we
figure
had
out what
this
us light
conversation
brights are
on
mixed
air
with.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
said
always
what?
trying to figure out what us light bright to mix with. Both my
Exactly.
parents are black, by the way.
Yeah, I'm mixed, definitely. So I'm adopted though, but
Just saying, like people always thought, like growing up, I was mixed. I was like, I'm not mixed. My dad's
I'm
black.
black,
My mom's black.
motherfucker.
okay. Then,
I'm not like y'all. I'm a
not
real
like
authentic Negro.
well, you a little light. Somebody there down the
Ain't no
road.
like that.
Somebody
Take
was
your
doing
ass out
something.
there and pick that cotton, boy.
All right.
I'm gonna go drive this wagon to town.
Well, my ass is gonna be a comfort girl, so I don't think I want to go back
No,
in
what
time.
happened was, yeah.
I would,
You
I would definitely be a
You
comfort
be
girl.
a slave master side chick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be popping out back.
You still get to live in the house though.
I mean, I'm good with that. They have the little air conditioning, which was like
There was no
water.
air conditioning.
It was the water going through the fan. At least I had a little fan. You know what I'm saying?
No, you had one of these.
Oh,
The air conditioning is for the
I would
wife.
have got whipped because I'm standing in front of what they
Facts.
had. Yeah.
Yeah. You would've-
So I said, I'd
I'm
be a
entitled.
comfort girl. I want your opinion on something. I saw a video in one of these Facebook groups that I'm in, and it turned into an argument after I got my comments in, and then it went completely left. And I actually ended up getting kicked out the group. So if y'all watching,
That get
fuck
kicked
y'all.
out of the damn
I
group.
don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's what I do. The video, and I wish I sent it to you before I got kicked out. It was basically a young lady. She said she was going on a date with this guy. First date. Keep that in mind. First date. And then we can go into the topic. She's going first date with a guy. She had to feed her kid. She was leaving her kid with the babysitter. She needed to feed her kid. She didn't cook anything. So she tells the guy, he shows up at the door. She goes, hey, run me to McDonald's real quick. I just need to pick up some chicken nuggets and fries for the kid. He goes, okay, sure, no problem. They hop in the car, they go to McDonald's. She says, give me a 4-piece nugget and some fries. Cool, no problem. Says, okay, totals, whatever, $3.90, whatever the fuck. Pull around to the window. Says the guy turns to her and is like, you got your card or you got your money?
This is the first date.
First date.
Okay.
Very first date. The girl gets offended. This video actually went semi-viral, not completely, but semi-viral, and where it made its rounds around social media. The girl said she was completely offended, completely ruined the date, and she was like, I will not be rolling these panties down for you anytime soon. And all that good
First
stuff.
date, I wasn't expecting.
Now, so the discussion turns into, of course, women say he's petty, he's cheap, he's broke, he could have paid for the food, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. The men all took the side of, it's not my fucking kid. I've never met the kid, and it's a first date. Why do I need to feed your kid? So that's what I said. I came from the simple standpoint of, and I'm trying to think of a nice, tactful way to say this.
Why change it up now?
So I ain't never tactful, motherfucker.
I say never. I never say never about it. Go ahead.
It's fine. Tactfully, I said, feed your own little bastard, is what I said. Me
So
personally.
how's it? How do you say that nicely?
That was nicely.
You said bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually said something far worse, but you're
That's not Well, tactfully, yeah.
You could have just said feed your own kid. Indeed, bastard.
It's just like his choice of words.
It's a nice
It's like,
adjective. You know?
like, oh my God, I'm a big
But
bastard, then I'm not.
I mean, ha. Just
I'm
saying.
completely lost.
Well, let me
right
tell you
now.
how I feel about that.
Please.
Let me tell you. I feel like that man, and this is going to sound crazy coming from me, that man was setting boundaries.
A precedent.
He was setting boundaries for her because this is our first date.
Right.
And I'm setting boundaries that I'm not going to be the dude that's going to be just coming out my pocket all the time. Like, I got to get to know you. This is our first date. I feel like if it was me in that situation and he was nice enough to run me to McDonald's because I had my shit together before the damn, right.
Thank you.
then I would have already had the money sitting out when she said it. Like, I never would have expected him to pay for that. Like, I'm going to expect that either we're going Dutch, but more so I would expect if I'm like, first date, I can go Dutch. Second date, okay, we made it to the second date. I'm kind of expecting you to probably pay for this. You know what I'm saying? But the first date, I can go Dutch with you, and I'm not going to be offended. But me feeling like you owe me or my kid something, that's not, like, she didn't have her shit together and he was setting a boundary. Like, just because you ain't got your shit together, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have fed these kids an hour earlier.
That's what I was going to say.
Right, before I got here. So I feel like that was rude on her behalf and him having to go out his way. Now, it was already nice of him to drive and use his gas to take her there. So that is could he be perceived as cheap? I guess if we were on like the third date, you know.
I don't see how.
I don't know.
I don't see how.
So
I'm sure he had $4. That's what
It's not.
it's the principle. It's the principle. Why are you going on dates if you ain't got your kid squared away?
Right.
Boom. Good
Agree.
point.
Agree, 100%. Like, I would never.
Why don't you just give the babysitter some money and order a pizza so we can go
Uber
do our
Eats.
date?
If they want
I mean,
McDonald's.
there's a lot of ways to handle it that ain't got nothing to do with this guy you going on the first date on, and then to try to throw him under the bus because he didn't want to pay $4. It's not the $4. Hell, I got $4 and change downstairs,
Right.
like just that I ignore on the regular.
Like,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
I'm trying to say, baby, is there
The point
technology?
is, the point is, it's like y'all, not y'all. I'm saying like they, in that particular case, you want to make something his responsibility that isn't.
Yeah.
That's not his responsibility.
It's not.
Now, if he wants to take on the role of stepdad and marry you and all that, then yeah, that becomes his responsibility. But we ain't there yet. This is a first date. What kind of impression are you setting? And what does that relate to your kid if that's how you treating it? You know what I mean? Like what kind of guy do you expect to attract when somebody who is trying to go about seeing you the right way gets treated like that?
Right.
What does that say to any future guy?
Exactly.
I just say that just throws up a big caution sign. Don't deal with her at all. Or if you're gonna deal with her, smash her and dash her. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could have sat there so quietly on her phone and went to pizzahut.com. I'm just saying, he wouldn't even have known if it was me and I was running behind or something. I would have got that pizza going real quick.
Wonder why they call you bitch.
Right. Yeah.
Just saying.
Literally.
I think it's entitlement. I think it's a little bit of immaturity. I think it's that. I think if I'm buying your kids chicken nuggets, I'm putting sweet and sour sauce on my dick later, and you're gonna lick it off. I think it's childish as fuck to sit up here and expect somebody else to feed your child. That's immature. That's who the fuck are you? It's a first date. I don't know you. I've never met this kid. I may not even like this little bastard. And you tell me I gotta feed it? I'm not saying I wouldn't, but it's a simple fact that why would you expect that?
Yeah, if the expectation wasn't there and he decided to just go into his wallet and do it, you know what I'm saying, then cool. But also, what is he showing her by just like, oh, here, let me just pay for it.
Yeah, let me.
Like to me,
you're sending out the simp signal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, okay, well, like you don't even know my kid, and that's what's gonna go in my head. Like you don't even know my damn kid, but cool, you know. And I would just take it as a nice gesture, but that is gonna set the precedent of where we're going because like I'm gonna think that's how you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well, he paid for this. Let's see what
else we can
he's
get
gonna
out of
do.
him. Right.
You know, I wouldn't try to use him, but I would just be like, okay, it's gonna make me gauge, because I've been with somebody that's like that. That just, you know, wants to do all these things, and it's like at some point you're like, okay, like, do you just not? God, he's not watching.
I'm literally biting my tongue till blood come out
Oh
my
my
nose.
God!
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Literally, you know, it's kind of like, and it's sweet at a certain point, but then it gets to be like, do you not have anything else to do with your money? Like, bruh, like, what is going on? Like, what? Is there something wrong with you? Because I mean, my dad, he didn't have a lot of money, but I never seen him just trick off. I've never seen him trick off. Like, and I would be just blown away if that, and he's a very nice person, and he will help the woman that he's with. Like, now he does a lot for his wife, you know what I'm saying? But that's his wife. So to me, it's just like, it's that, you know, the tone for how things are going to go. And then, you know, you get to a point where you're just like, okay, this is weird. So I don't know. Dude did the right thing. I probably wouldn't put my hand out, but I would have just sat there and like, oh shit, somebody, you know what I'm saying? So she handed it to me. I wouldn't have been like, where's the money? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's just me. I get in my phone quick about something.
Facts. I agree wholeheartedly.
I don't want to answer something weird. I'm just like, yeah, let me.
I agree wholeheartedly. It sets a bad precedent. I think you're setting a bad example. I've seen, there's been reports of first dates where, and this going back for years, where women have gone on first dates and the bill came to like a little over $200 because he took her to a Greek restaurant. They had their meal, and then she ordered 2 to-go meals for her bastard kids at home. And it's like, the fuck? Did you? And he's like, are you?
I mean, I've ordered food for my kids, but then I just paid for it.
But you paid for it.
Yeah, like, oh, let me I'm gonna bring my kids some wings. They love these wings.
She stuck the bill with him.
I got a question. Even though technically you're accurate,
Shoot.
you insist on calling these children bastards.
Yeah.
A child born out of wedlock is a bastard child.
Okay, I said
Am I
technically
wrong?
speaking. Yeah, but you insist on calling them bastards. You're little bastards. Okay.
Would you prefer crotch fruit?
I would prefer your children.
Who comes up with these things? Yeah, why can't you just say my kids? Why are they gonna be crotch fruit or something just weird or like?
I told you he has
like,
this thing about entertaining himself. I told you, I know you do that. That's why you do that.
I make myself smile.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You have to overwhelm me. I'm going to entertain the shit out. Life is boring, and I'm going to entertain myself.
What's the problem with bastard kids?
If you call my kids a bastard,
Yeah, I mean,
why I'm
somebody
sitting
might
there
take offense to that.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm probably gonna hit you in your mouth. Like,
Why?
if I'm on a date with you and you're like, hey, how's your bastard kid? I'm gonna be like, the fuck? First of all, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he's not.
I mean, even though it's like, I'm not saying you're technically wrong. I mean, that's accurate as far as the definition. Even though the definition is correct, but I mean,
right. Like,
I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not.
When I look at my kids, I'll be like, oh, those little bastards.
Oh,
That's
my precious little crumb snatchers.
right. Crotch fruits.
I'm not trying to offend the person I'm talking to. Not for my own entertainment, at least. Yeah, that's.
Have we fucked yet? And I call your kids little bastards? Because if you get mad, I don't really care at that point.
Oh my God, he's just horrible.
Motherfucker, I was married. I called the kids boy, girl. They knew their names. Boy, girl. I can call them little bastards. I'm not offensive.
I'm
not rude.
So offensive. But that was your wife, so
Yeah,
now
exactly.
you gave them now you
I
call them boy and girl.
They graduated from bastards.
Oh my God.
But I'm consistent. I called the dog. I was like, dog, come here. Boy.
I would literally
do this,
divorce
girl.
you for that. I would be like, yeah, you're not about to rename
Tell
my
you the same
fucking
thing I
kids.
told
Like,
her.
That's not about to happen.
Tell you the same thing I
They
told
have
her.
a name, and you will call them by their name.
Can't scare me with death or divorce. Either way, I'm free. Now,
Okay, moving on.
Anywho,
let's go to the topic.
Yeah.
We've gone for 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
So let's get into the topic. And the topic for today again is: are black men better off with non-black women, or just? I wasn't sure if we was specifically talking about white women.
Nope, non-black.
Just non-black.
Non-black.
Because I think that changes the dynamic.
It definitely.
Because when you say non-black, that's not just white.
That could be Asian.
Asian, Latina.
That's why I stated it non-black.
Non-black. Okay. So I was thinking when you came up with this topic, I was thinking white.
Nope.
Okay.
Non-black.
Specifically.
Yep.
But you're talking about just women who aren't necessarily black.
Here's why I did that. Let me explain. When you say shit, I can't talk when I'm sleepy. Sorry, I've been working. That's why I'm not my usual jovial self. When you say is a black man, are white women better for black men? For some reason, you can say Hispanic, you can say Asian, Eastern, Middle Eastern, European, whatever the fuck. For some reason, when you say white women, that triggers something. And black, like her eyebrows just went up, lashes and all. And the lashes weigh like 9 pounds.
Exactly.
It triggers something with black women. Black women do not like white women for some reason, or they don't want to see a black man with a white woman for some reason. But you can be with an Asian woman, a Hispanic woman, and it stings a little less. For some reason,
why do you?
I have the slightest idea.
Latino women, or in this case, Asian women. Why do you think that stings less? Why is it? Why is the rub on white women?
No idea. Can't tell you.
I feel like the oppression. Okay, where am I gonna go with this?
Is
Okay.
this because of slavery?
No. I'm just talking about in this day and age, the oppression, because there's all type. There's systematic oppression. There's oppression just everywhere. Criminal justice system. We can go all down the line. Mm-hmm. We suffer from oppression. So when you look at a Latino, I feel like they have their own form of oppression. You look at an Asian. Look now, we got Asian hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We go down the line. Like there's oppression in non-black people, non-white people. So when you look at a black man and he's with a white woman, it's like, okay, bruh. Like what? I'm just telling you. I'm not saying that I specifically feel this way because, like I said, almost every black male in my family is with a white woman. Like I don't feel this way, but I understand why there would be that feeling, because it's like, oh, now you're gonna go over to the side that is oppressing us. Like, why would you do that? You know? So I think that's where it really stems, like, because white people automatically, I'm not gonna say all of them, but the majority of them they grow up and they think that they're just bred to think that they're superior. So it's like, you know, you're gonna go with someone who thinks they're superior over your own race. You know, like that to me, I guess if I can understand the feeling, like, yeah, that would cause some type of a, you know, like, dang. More so for me, it's like, why? Like, and then in my mind, I'm like, a lot of times, white women tend to be a little, even Asians, okay, even Latinos, they tend to be a little bit more submissive. So I think black men, but don't get me wrong, I think it's more so like a certain type of black man that has to be with a white woman, if that makes sense.
A little bit, but what type of black men are specifically you talking about?
Okay, so a dominant black man may want to be with, I mean, that's what I see. But then there's also the black man that just can't handle a black woman. And I hate to open up that can of
yeah, here
worms
comes the fuck shit, and this is where I get to go in.
Oh.
My turn. It's not the dominant black man that sets out or seeks out a submissive woman. It's the man who busts his ass every day, who just doesn't want to argue. I bust my ass day in and day out. He busts his ass day in and day out. Any man who's worth a fuck, who has built something, is working towards something, is trying to accomplish a goal, does not want to come home.
So not true.
Can I finish my statement
Go
before
ahead.
you cut me off? Does not want to come home and argue. That ain't got shit to do with being dominant. It's simply, I just want peace in my house. I want peace when I come home. I don't want to have to argue. I don't want to have to, I got to stop at a bar and have a drink before I go home. I don't want to have to, God, I just don't want to hear a fucking mouth today. Can I just have one day of fucking peace? We don't want to do that. That has nothing to do with being dominant. That has something to do with, I'm at peace and I want peace when I come home. That has nothing to do with being dominant. That's simply.
So the question is,
What's up, Pistol?
do you feel like you get more peace with a non-black woman.
Wait, are you talking about me in general, or me, or we talking about in general?
Do you feel like in general you would have, like you're saying, like in general, men want this? Do you feel like there is more peace there with non-black women?
Men in general want a cooperative woman.
No, we're specifically talking about black men, so
Yeah, black men in general,
not that much.
black men in general want a cooperative woman, and they want peace at home.
Right.
If they can get that from black women, they'll take it. If they can get that from non-black women, they'll take it. They'll take what they can get where they can get it. If you're making it difficult, fuck you. I'm going over here with this nice bitch.
I'm glad you said that, though. I'm glad you said what you just said about
That's why there's
wherever they can get.
that's why there's more married
that's
fat
specifically
chicks than there are married hot chicks. Because married hot chicks bitch a lot. That fat chick is appreciative and a little easier to get along with. And that's why you see more married fat broads than you do married hot chicks.
I really want to address something you said, because you said it's not the dominant men, it's the men that bust their ass every day, and
That's worth the fuck, and know their worth.
That's worth the fuck. Wrong. I have seen so many bum black dudes who have nothing go leech and live off of a fat white girl. That is like the common thing. So at the end of the day,
it's a stereotype.
That's universal.
well, I've seen it so much. Or they,
I'm saying it's stereotypes don't come out of nowhere.
yeah. So I don't think it's the men that actually bust their ass that want to do that. Actually, I don't. I think that is, it's the easier route for some men, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, well, what kind of man are you if you just want easy? Because I'm not easy. Period. I'm not gonna be easy. I'm gonna talk shit. We're gonna talk, and I'm gonna have a voice, but I'm gonna be respectful. But I'm gonna have a voice.
Here's what you're leaving out, though. Here's what you're leaving out. You said fat white chick. Okay?
I'm just saying, like, that's the stereotype.
Well, specifically, you have to address, say, a woman who's overweight. Really don't matter what color she is. If she feels unattractive and unwanted, she's gonna take any bum
Exactly.
that's gonna live on her couch.
That's where I was going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I've seen skinny white girls too. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying in general, like what you're talking about is somebody who that's not predominantly a white woman. A
trait.
It's not an overweight white woman position to take on ain't shit black dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's just any woman who ain't got, you know what I'm saying, ain't got a lot of prospects, ain't a lot of people checking for her.
I agree.
But you know what I'm saying, beauty and all types of size, whatever. The point is at the end of the day is I don't think any particular color is going to matter when it comes to the psyche of a man, because like Jay said, man just wants peace. Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to bring that shit, then get the fuck away from me. Like, that's like, you asked me a question earlier when we was downstairs. You asked me, you said, do you ever get bored or lonely here? And I said, no. Nope. You know how much shit I got to do to not be bored. Like I would never claim to be bored. Like I would, even if I was bored, I would never say it out loud, because that means if I'm bored, that means there's something that I forgot to do.
Because I got so much to do. Right?
You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of shit to do.
But more so
but
lonely,
back on relationships,
like bored, but...
you know what I'm saying? But back on relationships, I speaking to myself specifically, being single, you know, looking to date and, you know, eventually get married, I don't see much of a difference. Specifically pointing to white women, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't marry a white woman. That's not, I mean, I'm equal opportunity. What I'm saying is in my travels and dating white women, they've made me feel as if I were nothing more than just a penis to bring them pleasure.
Right.
And that's all I was good for. You know what I mean? Like
I can't bring
and I can't speak to what's in their mind. It's just like the things that they've said and my experiences, all that other stuff. And that's not to say that there isn't some nice Caucasian female that would be my everything. I don't know. Maybe I've met him. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. But what I do know is at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what color she is. If she doesn't respect me,
Yeah.
then we're gonna have a serious problem.
Right.
Okay. Now, I agree wholeheartedly. 100%, absolutely. Pistol in the chat room says black men catch hell for being with a white woman, while black women can be with the white man. And that's absolutely, they will throw a ticker tape parade for a black woman if she gets a white man. They will praise her like, oh, your baby's gonna be beautiful and congratulations. I'm like,
Glad you brought that up. Did anybody see those pictures of Serena?
all she did was marry a white guy, and that bitch looks fucking awful.
She looks horrible.
She looks like one of the characters from White Chicks.
Yeah.
Like one of the Wayans brothers. That bitch looks awful.
It's horrible, and I'm sad for her because she's literally losing who she is.
Same thing Lil' Kim did. I thought Lil' Kim was gorgeous before she did that shit.
She was beautiful.
I had the biggest crush on Lil' Kim for
She was
years.
beautiful. I don't know, like
And
she
she
messed herself
bleached and
up.
shit. Now she looks like Michael Jackson's ghost. Like that
Like
bitch.
Michael Jackson's monkey.
So Michael Jackson's
I think
bleached
the sooner we
asshole.
stop thinking that, you know, they think it so much that they're superior, that we have some black people out here that think that they are superior, you know, that white people are superior. And so they will go after that because they're like, oh, let me try to get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this might get me to where I need to go because I'm with this white woman. And I think, you know, the more we start loving ourselves and we realize that, honestly, genetically, it's gonna go there. We're superior, you know, just our makeup, you know, and we're stronger. It's a lot of things. That's why we play sports better and we do a lot of things better. That's why we were one of the first inventors. It wasn't the white man. But the more we know about our history and the more that we know about who we are, we wouldn't try to blend in and we wouldn't try to go get up and be with a white woman or be with a white man. Like, just love yourself. Whoever you want to be with, whatever color they are, you know, it just is what it is. Whoever you fall in love with, let your heart fall in love. Don't look at the skin color.
Facts. Okay, I agree with you. Somewhat. But I don't think anybody dates a white woman and feels like it's a come up. I don't think they feel like it's a prize.
I don't feel like that.
I've never seen anybody in my life who dated a white broad and was like yeah, I came up, I got this white bitch in my arm. I've never seen that. Not even once.
I have.
Okay.
I haven't in corporate America. I've seen it a lot.
Okay, that's anecdotal experience, but I've never seen it. And I've been all over the
I would
fucking
see the
world.
most successful men, directors, everything else. They all got white women.
That was a preference. That doesn't mean they feel superior now because they got a white bitch.
No, it's like they
just
fit
means-
in. They're like, this is corporate America. Like, hey, Jim, I'm gonna get my wife Jill to come over and chill with your wife Jill, whatever.
Is that
Like,
because they know they can send their wife Jill over and she can be cool?
yeah, she's gonna fit in with the other white girl. Of course. What do you
Okay.
mean? It's gonna make them
As
fit
opposed to Keisha, who might slap the shit out of Jill.
in. No. But that's not, then that's just a stereotype because there is so many
So
black women.
don't
Hold on.
act out.
There's so many black women
I got videos.
at where I
I got
work.
videos on my phone.
That's fine, but you're talking about
I'm
a
joking.
caliber
Go ahead.
of a black woman. I see very strong black women in where I work at my job who are in corporate America who are very high up. I'm not going to name any names, but they will kill you in a conversation. They know they stuff, and I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're Asian, and you're talking to them. You have to respect it. And I think that, you know, it's the caliber of the type of woman that they're stereotyping. Yes, Keisha from off of Baxter might slap Jill. Okay, that might happen. But if you are up there, then, you know, you're in corporate America, then that's the caliber of woman that you should get, whether she's black, white, Asian, or whatever.
Right.
Like, you should have standards, right?
Absolutely.
So it doesn't
Class.
matter, but I feel like it does matter to how they look. And a lot of black men that I see walking around where I work, you know, they literally are with white women.
Well,
and I feel like it's like a trend. Like, oh, I got this high, I'm gonna marry a white woman.
Well, you got to think it's a matter of supply and demand. Also, once you rise to a certain level, and you say, "I want," like me personally, I would prefer a black woman. I like black women. Honestly, that's what I prefer. That's my preference. Nice black woman. That's my preference. But once you rise to a certain level, and it's like, I can't find one that will cooperate. I can't find one that, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about in general for the men who have achieved that you've talked about in corporate America. Where the fuck are they gonna find that woman, like you said, who can get along with Jill, that they can send over. It's few and far between that you can send over and say, hey, my wife's coming over to your house to hang out with your wife.
You guys are facing the same oppression in the workplace. You guys are facing the same oppression in the world. So why would you think that a black woman is going to have the same temperament or act the same as a white woman who is able to stay home and raise their kids because their husband is taking care of their kids because he has a little bit more opportunity, where a black woman has to get in grit with their black man or by theirself, because that's kind of our culture. These women are raising their
Okay,
kids.
so
black men.
wait a minute. Here's a question.
We can go.
Does
there.
it necessarily mean just because a black woman has to go out and work that she has to give up her femininity?
Facts.
Because white women don't do that.
Let me tell you something. If I am, and because I've been here, I've been that person. Because if I am paying all the bills in my house and I'm raising my kids and I'm acting as mommy and daddy,
You can't be daddy, but go ahead.
but I get what you're saying, but maybe I'm filling in and I'm trying to fill a void. So I'm doing a lot of things. I'm cutting my own grass. I'm taking out my own trash.
I get it.
I'm doing all.
You're doing stuff. Go.
Right, exactly. So I'm doing more than what Jill did. You know what I'm saying? And she basically married in, and blah 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 blah. Whatever. She doesn't have the same temperament as me, because
Wait.
at the end of the day, if I'm doing all of this, a man is not going to come in and tell me.
But you can't get mad at Jill because she chose better.
No, she had different opportunity. It's
And that's not necessarily the
Wait.
There are a lot of dudes out there there's a lot of single guys out there who are doing all right for themselves that would love to marry a black woman and take care and all that other shit. The problem is because black men have to basically
fight, fucking slay a fucking dragon.
They gotta fucking do a lot
before they
to
get the respect.
same damn respect, dude.
Thank you.
The same respect.
All right.
I'm doing too much. Why am I gonna
No,
sit there?
stop. I'm talking about an individual single black man has to do more to
gotta jump
garnish
through
a
hoops.
certain amount of respect than a white man in the same position.
Thank you.
And I'm saying that about black women.
And what I'm saying
So
is
we're both
what we're
oppressed.
asking. What I'm saying, I'm not arguing whether or not we're both oppressed. What I'm saying is even Bob works here. Bob makes $50,000 a year. Bob's wife got to work too if they want ends to meet. Bob's wife still treats Bob like
the
a
king of the
man.
castle. That's the point.
That's not the dynamic between black and black men and women.
Keisha's still gonna make you earn it.
Keith works here, makes $50,000. I don't know, black girl named Keisha works here. They make ends meet, but now Keith ain't shit because Keisha gotta work.
You just said. You just no.
That's
I get what you're
You
saying.
just said it.
The rip.
Hold on, wait. You just said it. You were like, ain't nobody gonna come here and tell me shit. This man, because I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
We're killing.
Non-black women will hand you the keys to the castle and say, "You the man." They don't want to fight. They don't want to combat
Wait
it.
a minute. I don't want to.
Glad you showed up.
They don't
That
want.
shit was crushing me.
Facts. They're like, okay, so you gonna handle this grass and all this shit, right? And they will hand him the keys to the castle and say it's yours. A black woman will make you earn it and make you battle for it and make you say, "Oh, and okay, I'm gonna submit when you show me you got it."
And oh God,
As opposed
But y'all are mixing up submission and respect.
You just said it. We're mixing up what you
No,
just
that
said.
doesn't mean I don't respect you, but
It's not about respect. It's
I'm not
about-
going to listen to everything that you say. I'm not going to submit because I'm doing too much. I'm taking care of all of this, and you want to come in here and you want me to submit to you?
Yes.
Baby boy, no. Like, that's not how it's going to work. Unless you marry me and you put a ring on my finger, I'm not submitting.
And even then, are you still
So-
gonna, are you
I'm a
really
very
gonna submit?
submissive
I'm sorry. How would you get?
How you gonna get to fucking marriage if you won't
How you gonna get
drop
the ring,
that
though?
fucking attitude?
That doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
Why would I put a ring on
A woman that make me fight.
right?
fight. Why are we
This is a battle, motherfucker. What you just say?
submission,
This is battle.
not respect? Y'all keep talking about respect. I
Nigga.
can respect you, but at the same time, if I'm running my household like
To
this,
earn a black woman's respect is war. We are at war. This is the 300. I will kick you in the hole and yell, "This is
I
Sparta."
believe that you guys have to work harder to get to the submission. Yes, 100%. I will agree with you on that. But once a black woman submits, a black woman can take you up, baby. A black woman will have your back. A black woman, a real black woman, a woman that
Put you on child support.
That's
No,
that's
I'm being
specific-
serious.
That's not specifically a black woman.
That's a woman.
I mean, but you guys, I'm talking about black women.
That's just a
right now.
good woman.
Right, a
Right.
good black woman, let's say that. A good black woman, she may be harder to catch, but once you have her and she's ready to submit, because I feel like I'm a good black woman. I will submit to you. I will do all of that. I'll help you run your business. I'll help you get it started. You've seen how many businesses I got started for him. We did this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I am but until you prove to
It's
me
a
that you
fight
can
to
lead.
get to that point. Exactly.
You have to
That's my
prove to me.
point.
Okay, the
It
question-
doesn't have to be
why-
a
I'm gonna give you a
battle.
couple little projects to see if you're gonna do that. If you're gonna be able to handle that. Oh, you want to take care of the grass for me? I don't want to have to remind you. If I'm taking care of the grass and I'm doing it on a schedule, I don't want to have to remind you to do that. Now, when I start having to be like, dang, you didn't do that. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't. Then it's like, why are you here? I can do this by myself. Why are you here?
So if he fails the grass test,
I mean, I'm saying I'm gonna
it
give
turns
you.
into, well, why are you here? I don't even need you.
That was an
So why-
example.
I know, I understand that completely.
No, I got a question. Do you think that these tests that you're talking about, do you think these tests go one way, or are they back and forth?
No, I feel like it goes one. So if I'm handling my business, you like me to cook, right? You want to make sure that you eat every night. You want to have a hot meal. And I'm handling my business, and then you're slipping. Well, why am I giving you wifey treatment, right? And you're not handling your business. At some point, then I'm gonna lose that respect for you. I'm not gonna submit, because it's like, if you're more of a burden than when I was just handling my own shit by myself. And that's for anybody.
And
You're
that's
gonna feel that way.
That's
fine. That's fine.
That's reasonable. That's realistic. Yeah.
So while you're giving me tests, I'm giving you tests.
Okay, but
But you're not gonna get a wedding ring before you give submission. That's just
fact.
not gonna happen.
Big facts.
Oh, I know. I don't need the.
Why
I don't need it.
and that's why only 24% of black women are married. But that goes back two things. One, I understand that, but it's that goes to your selection process. If you brought a dude into your home who you gotta tell take out the trash, you gotta tell cut the grass, you gotta tell be masculine, be a man, that falls on you.
But why would I just hand a man the keys to my world and be like, I'm
You're
just gonna follow you?
hold
It doesn't
on.
have to be
You're
right
missing
out.
my
It doesn't have
point.
to be like on the first day.
No, not on the
But
first
once the
date.
guy's
But
like,
once
oh,
you
this is a
establish
good
this
guy,
dude
this
ain't
is
shit.
somebody I can see
So in the
myself with.
meantime,
Yeah, but I'm not. But
I'm
you're
not doing all that.
It's like It's like a lot of women want to put the cart before the horse.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, well, when you put a ring on it, I'll submit. How the fuck you gonna get there?
Exactly. We're not. There's no ring till submission, bitch.
a real man is gonna look at me and be like, she handles her shit. That's the first thing. He gonna have that respect for me. I'm gonna look at him and be like, he handles his shit. Then we're gonna get to the point of, okay, I can trust you to handle your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that this is consistent. Okay, now I can probably leave this. I can submit, because the submission is letting go of power. That's really what it is.
You think like from let's talk about from in a 3-month span of, you start here, you just meet, you're dating. So in that 3-month span from the start to the 3 months, I'm gonna get less and less lit.
Or more and more.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have a guard up at first. I'm
Bullshit.
like,
It's gonna
yeah,
be more and
for
more.
sure.
You're gonna test the waters. Bullshit.
Unless it's somebody.
Because what you said before is you never seen that a certain dynamic. I've never seen that shit before. I've never seen a woman give a dude less lip as time
Big
went
facts.
on.
Big facts.
Less.
It's
You're
gonna
right,
be
because I'm
more.
gonna be like, let me put on my best behavior, but then eventually I'm gonna be like, but it's gonna be things that I'm
Because once
seeing
they
that I
get
don't like, and I'm
comfortable,
gonna speak
once
on
they
it.
get comfortable, you all types of motherfuckers.
Women got a 90-day threshold. They can only hide the bitchy and the crazy for 90
I'm gonna
days.
say it like
Real
general,
quick.
right?
Pistol in the chat room said, and this goes back to the Bill Gates thing, like what Pistol Pooh's comment. He says, facts, it's war. He's agreeing with me. But if you come with that cash, that bitch will stand on one leg and bark like a dog, a really big dog. Oof.
Unless she
And
has
he's
her own
absolutely
cash.
right. If you get, it doesn't matter, even if she's got her own, because she
got her
don't
own
want to
cash,
spend
and
her
she's not
own.
gonna be with a regular dude
Exactly.
anyway.
She don't want to spend her own. Going back
That's
to what
just
you
women
said.
across the board. I ain't talking about black women. I'm talking about women, period.
Trigger, I see you. Thanks for being in the chat room. I got a question, and then we gotta move a little bit. We gotta move this along.
You got about 5 minutes.
Okay. You got a son.
Mm-hmm.
How old is your son?
20.
Does he have any kids?
No.
Been to college?
Yes.
Owns his own business,
in
right?
college and owns his own business.
And owns his own business. He's doing quite well for himself.
Yes.
Little light skinned dude, look like Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Just doing well for himself.
Yes.
You're proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
Quite proud of him.
Yep.
Feel something brought home a bitch with 4 kids by 4 different dudes.
He's not gonna do it.
No, I'm just saying. He falls in love. She got that wop. She put it on him real good. Little black girl named Keisha says, "I love."
I think you gotta be Keisha though.
'Cause I'm
gotta
asking.
Keisha, she's very cute.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah.
But if he brings home Keisha and he says, "Mama, I like her a lot," what you think?
I'm gonna tell him what I think.
What would you tell him?
This is a lot for you to take on. This is something you don't need to take on. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Okay, then I'm gonna watch how they interact. But at the end of the day, it's not my say so. I just know that he wouldn't do that because he has standards, and I know his standards. And he's talked to me about his standards. And I know the girls that he's dated, like I can see the pattern. It's not, they're usually.
At the same time your son is dating Keisha, he's dating Jill.
Mm-hmm.
Jill ain't got no kids and a master's degree.
And she's white.
She is white.
Oh, okay.
Which one would you tell him to
I've
date?
already addressed this.
Would you tell him to date Keisha or Jill?
I
I'm
would tell him
curious.
date neither.
No.
Date neither. I don't.
Date neither. Why?
I told you how I feel about. Okay, I would say that Jill is the better choice. I would be worried for my son because I would feel like, okay, this is something that you're stepping into that you may not be ready for because the culture is different. I would be very worried about the family. Are they going to accept my son? There's a lot of worries that I would have. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, is she the better choice as far as like where he's going in life? Yes. Yes.
So you would tell him date neither. Neither one is a good choice for you.
No, I changed it. I said, I'm saying that Jill would be the better choice.
Oh, Jill. So
Based on, not that she's white, obviously.
No,
but
white ain't got shit to do with
white
it.
ain't got nothing to do with it. It could be 2 black
It's
girls.
a
And if one got her
coincidence.
master's degree and is on her stuff and the other one got 4 kids, I'm going to go with the master's
I
degree.
don't know why he said master's degree like it matters.
Right.
'Cause it does.
Masters really
It
don't
doesn't.
matter. You make the same amount as a bachelor.
It
Yeah,
does.
it
Anyway,
really does.
From a male's perspective, your
got to.
education level means very little.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, she said her son's got his own business. She's got.
No, I mean, I get it.
She's
I
got a
understand.
master's in business. She's got an MBA.
I don't want her
Maybe
to
she
be
can
a county at the same
Yeah,
time.
but
No.
yeah,
I think
You have a
the
doctorate,
woman that
a
you
ratchet
should be
with a degree
with,
is still a ratchet.
right, should be
What does
able
that
to
mean?
help you
Anyway,
further yourself. We are really
memorize
created to
shit.
be helpmates. So
Very well.
it's important that whoever he's with is going to be able to help him in some type of way, whether it's with his business or whether it's going to be being a good stay-at-home wife or being good at her corporate job. You know, she just needs to be able to contribute in some form or fashion. It's not always money either. So
didn't bring money into it.
no. I'm saying like if she has a master's degree, then obviously she's, you know, trying to do.
The reason I brought master's degree into it is because let's say it's an MBA. Your son has his own business. She can be an
help her.
asset
Yeah,
to
my
him.
gosh, yeah.
That's why I said master's degree. I guess I should have said master's in business. But I thought that was.
But I get what
implied.
you're saying. I think that more so it's the type of, I think every man is different. I think some men have low self-esteem and they go for lower standards. I think some men, they know what they're worth and they go for the higher standards. And I'm not saying whether it's
What?
black
I
or
was gonna
white.
say which one's the lower
No,
standard,
no.
which one's the higher standard.
No, I'm not
Are you
saying-
saying so? Are you saying men who date outside of their race have low self-esteem?
No. I
Rodney.
think, but some
That's a
men,
good question.
Rodney, you're a fool, bro. You're a fool,
That's
Fred,
a
by the
good
way.
question.
You're a goddamn fool.
Agrees with
Excuse to get another refund check. Big facts, because when we're in school, you can go out into this workforce after 4 years, or we can stay here for another 2 and get another refund check.
okay, Rodney.
That was big facts, Fred.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't fall.
I guess at the end of the day, the real question that we have to answer is, are they better off? Jay, what do you think? No.
Fuck that. We're skipping over her shit.
Well, I was gonna go
We
to her
know-
next.
No, we're going back to that fuck shit. She said black men who date outside their race have low
That's
self-esteem.
not what I said.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
Not what I said. That's not what I said. The type of man that you are, that's what I said. You're going to go for a certain type of woman, whether they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. Some men,
I like pretty girls. I like
Right.
women who are pretty
yeah, so whatever that is.
I like hoes.
and
Some
not
men just
and
go
not
for looks.
freaking insane.
Right.
Well, no, I think most men go.
All men go for looks. You're
Some men-
you're gonna get the best choice you can.
Yeah,
Some
you're
men
gonna
go
get the
for the
pretty.
heart.
You're
You
gonna
can
go
tell.
for no.
Yeah,
no,
you can
no,
say, dang,
no.
she must
Yeah,
have
but
a
then
heart.
look at the dude.
Yeah, and then where his station in life.
Right. Look at the guy.
Yeah, this is
He's
the
doing
best
the
he
best
can do.
do.
Yeah, I like hoes.
Yeah.
I like pretty hoes.
It's a
the
jack.
sluttier, the prettier, the better. So
Oh,
if you're slutty and pretty,
okay, well, I hope my son does not go for the hoes, the slutty pretty hoes. Go for the smart.
Oh,
Go for the smart.
it just
then,
makes it easier later.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, if she's already a hoe, then
Facts.
she ain't gotta like coerce her into doing hoe shit.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying that I'm like looking for a hoe. I'm just saying like, you know what I'm saying?
All the hoes check in right now.
Listen, I don't disparage the hoes. They serve a very valuable purpose, dude,
Hey.
and thank you.
what's your question, man? Y'all
I
stupid.
forget. What my question is.
You said it's on the best choice. Okay.
No, the question is the best choice is the best choice for a black man, a non-black woman, and I would say it depends.
Exactly. It depends on the man. There's
I wouldn't say yes or no. I would just be like, it depends. Like I'm not going to date a black woman and be like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do and be miserable because she ain't shit. At the same time, I'm not just gonna be like, oh man, white women are the best, the bee's knees. No, I mean I've dated white women and they wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying?
And my dad
And I've dated black women. I've dated black women where even though it didn't work out, but you know what I'm saying, I felt like, well, maybe if we had met later on in life, this would have been a better thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but I don't think any one race is. I think with everything else, you have to go case by case, by case, person by person. You have to decide, okay, is this the right person for me? And like all that outside shit of people looking at you weird, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, because when you date interracially, man, there are going to be some hurdles. You know what I'm saying. You get certain looks.
Oh my
whether it be
God.
from
Do you know how my
whether you're
hair
at a
looks
restaurant
now?
with seeing like a black woman, you know, looking at you, or you know what I'm saying, a white guy looking at you, you know what I mean? It's gonna come with certain
There's just so
hassles
many
that you
little
don't-
things that you don't think about when interracial dating and when you have interracial children, you know, and that's the whole thing. Like,
But you have to not give a shit.
I mean, you cannot give a shit, but
This
your
is all
kids,
about your happiness. You get
yeah, but your
one
kids
life.
gotta go through shit that they wouldn't have to go through.
Yeah, but like what?
I went
A
through
sense
lot
of
shit.
belonging,
Yeah.
a sense not
I
knowing
went,
where you
like,
fit
dang, the
in.
black people, they say I'm too light. They call me
yeah.
white girl.
Shit.
The
Oh, the white people don't want to
Somebody
be
gotta
raised.
talk
I'm
to
like,
God,
yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Listen. You have to know what role you play in life. That little light skinned dude or whatever, the mixed kid. Now somebody got to talk to the police when they come.
Shut
nigga's stupid.
up,
I'm just
bruh.
saying.
This nigga stupid.
Oh my
So-
god.
Anyway, to answer your question, this one for done. Yeah.
That was my role. Hey, officer, how are you?
Exactly.
Right.
Oh,
You
these
fit
are
the
just my
part.
buddies over here.
Right, we're just having a good time. Are we being too loud?
Oh my
Are we
god.
being too loud? I'm sorry, officer.
sorry, how
I
dare
didn't.
we?
We were just having a good time. I didn't even realize it.
Right.
We'll keep it down.
Right, because everybody used to. I mean, like the black people be like, you talk like a white person
Right.
all the time.
Instead of with the
Do
militant
you know
black
how many
dude gets to the
fights?
door,
Right.
when the militant black dude gets to the door, it's like, what the fuck you want? No,
Right.
this is some bullshit. You always harassing us and all this other
And then
shit.
you
You
sit
don't
there-
do.
No.
Right, when you cringe, I'm like, shut up, no, move.
I got it. Yeah.
I don't give no fuck about that badge.
Stop
Take
talking.
that badge
Right.
off. I'll see you in these streets.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Wow.
I don't know. It is harder not harder at all. I'm not saying harder. I shouldn't say that. We have different obstacles that we have to go through.
Different.
And so sometimes as a white mother, you're not going to understand what your black children are going through. My mom did not understand. My dad, he didn't understand because in his mind, he's like, you're black. And I'm like, nope, I'm mixed. Like they keep saying I can't come over here and I can't come over here. Like nobody understood. And so then you're left in this like place where you're just like, okay, I just got to be me. You know what I'm saying? And whether you eventually do get to that point where you're like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Like, I'm me, and it is what it is. Yeah. I scrape both of y'all. It don't matter. Like, and that's where I got, so I felt like that's where I got my temper from, because it was like I'm always having to try to prove myself. Like, all of my, except for one, all the rest of my fights were with black people. They're the most, what am I trying to say? Welcoming people, because white people, they'll fake it with your ass.
Facts.
The black people will be like,
They don't want your yellow.
right, yo, yellow ass. She thinks she better than me, type stuff, or
She gonna take my dude.
She gonna take my dude, type stuff. And really, I'm like, bruh, like, okay, you know. So
much
I feel like,
insecurity in the black race.
it is colorism.
Calm down, Keisha.
A lot of insecurity there.
Calm down, Keisha. Come on.
Shut up.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
My bad. This thick bitch was hollering at me.
You didn't have to read that one.
Oh,
out loud.
yeah, I know.
Sorry.
That's
What's up,
cool.
Aaron? Stop hollering at
That's
these hoes.
See, everybody want Keisha to calm down. Say, calm down, Cookie.
I ain't
calm
calming down.
Can I get a calm down cookie in the chat room,
Damn, man.
please? But
Damn.
Get you another cocktail.
nigga,
I need
here,
one.
drink this motherfucker shit. There you go. Now, me honestly, man, I feel like get the best option for you,
Yes.
whatever that may be, and that it always comes down to black and white. I don't know why. Even with the title, I said non-black.
I like Latino women too.
I wrote it specifically non-black because I wanted to keep the. Hold on, wait, don't go.
Sorry, I just had a question.
That ADHD is a
Yeah,
motherfucker,
ADHD is a
boy.
motherfucker.
It's a
I thought you were
motherfucker.
like having Tourette's. I was like,
No, right? That nigga, dog. It's you get
When it
used
goes
to it.
up there, if I don't say it out loud, I'll forget.
Nigga, write it down.
I don't have any.
There's a pencil right here.
I mean,
There's a pen right there.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's paper.
I'm sorry, my
Thank
bad,
you.
my bad.
See, there you go. Calm down, Cookie. There you go. They in the chat room.
okay, Ronnie.
Get the best option for you, whatever that may be. If it's wherever you can find your peace and your support system, whether that be with a black woman,
Right.
whether that be with a non-black woman. If you find Hispanic women more pleasing and more appealing, do that and then say fuck the world. I don't care. This is who makes me happy. This is my peace. This is my support. Find that wherever you can.
Latina girls do be sexy.
Yeah, till they turn like 30 and then them bitches get fat as fuck. Or they blow up or they just let their shit go and they built like little fucking.
I like Asian women are sexy too.
They built like a Frigidaire.
There's some sexy. That's a sex. You know the thing is, like we need to stop. We need to stop
one Asian
this colorism shit because there are like beautiful women of like every
Everywhere.
fucking state.
Absolutely.
I've seen like some like really dark skinned women
Yeah,
with
gorgeous.
facial features. They're fucking
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like this is blowing my mind.
I honestly think, like, I know what you're talking about, like the really dark, like dang near blue black. They they are so beautiful. Like their skin, everything. They're so beautiful. They're
Out
so
the
beautiful.
shower,
Yeah, like
wet,
nice.
fresh out the shower.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
They're so
come here and
beautiful.
get
Just
pregnant.
properly moisturized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit
Like,
of Celine, some cocoa butter.
I
And
can't
I've seen
think
some-
of a. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like
I've seen some
in my
white girls
mind,
that
I
was
can't think of a
fine,
more
too,
beautiful race than all
saying.
the colors of black women. I can't, and I'm sorry. And that does not make me racist. I just feel like black women are so beautiful because we come in all different shades. And we're just like, you know, we come with the kinky hair, the straight hair. I mean, we can make any color. Like black women are powerful and they're beautiful. And it's like so much so that sometimes I do wonder when I see that black man walking with the white person, like, it's like, dang, like black women are beautiful. Like, how can you not see that? So that's just my take on it. But there's nothing wrong with white women. If that's what you want to do, baby, do it. If she treats you good, because I know for a fact, all the white women that are in my family with my dad, uncle, brother, cousins, they treat them good. I see it. They're submissive. They treat them good. And it might be because they're white. It might not be. But I still love them. And I think I want somebody to love my family, you know, and treat them well. So I don't care what color they are. So that's where my stance is on that.
You got Alicia Keys thing going right now.
I do?
Yeah, it's
Some people want
Yeah, I get $1,000 if you play a piano and start singing.
Hey, I
Means
will.
nothing,
$1,000.
cause she ain't got no ooh.
Say, yes, Lord, I tried to love all the rainbows of the ladies. I know
Yeah,
that's
I don't
right.
discriminate,
Yes,
man.
Rodney. Period.
I don't discriminate.
No, so do what makes you happy. Go with the best option,
At
but
the end of the day.
don't feel like you owe anybody anything, because this. My dad always said you only get one time around. This is your life, nobody else's. You ain't got to live it for nobody else. If you want to date T-Pain, date T-Pain. If you want to live your best life with little Sue Lynn, date Sue Lynn.
hate you.
Get it right. Do what makes you happy. Cause this is your life at the end of the
Your
day.
life,
I'm not
baby.
gonna let anybody tell me what I can't do. Fuck
Right.
you. So
So
come see me.
that's what's up, everybody. We'll table this discussion for later.
Sing my book right quick.
As we
Oh, I
always
can
do, we
sing.
appreciate it. All y'all who joined us in the chat
Would you like to
room,
sing?
because we like to
I
talk.
don't know.
You gonna
You
sing a
want to
bar
belt one
for
out
us?
real quick?
Hey, maybe. Hey, I
She
heard
can
niggas
actually
think
blow.
you can sing like a
She can
mother.
actually blow, like sing blow.
I don't know what I should sing, and I am a little
I
rusty.
don't know. Sing your favorite song.
Sing Alicia Keys.
You know what? Come back for the next show because I am definitely gonna sing for you. Right now, I'm a little rusty. I've been drinking and all types of stuff, smoking.
All right, next time Cookie gonna sing.
And that means you better tune in. I'm gonna sing for you, especially for you, Rodney.
Oh, you just got Rodney divorced.
Sing for your wife too. It's all good. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, I ain't watching this
I
bullshit.
don't want no smoke.
This, this. Oh yeah, definitely. We should just
Come on, man. Let's
full body cam. That'll get their attention. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up and say thank you to the guys in the chat room. Thank everybody for
I didn't
being
even
here
say
today.
it this time.
You know, it's been one. And I mean, hey, we just want to keep talking about different stuff, man, and keep the conversations going, because that's how we get to the future.
Right.
If we do not have these discussions, if we don't talk, then we ain't never gonna go nowhere. So that's what that's basically the message. Yeah, that's
Come on, man. Let 'em
basically
wrap it
the
up. I gotta
message
go.
that I want to send out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Do what's right for you, man. Don't get bogged down with whatever everybody else say, because they ain't paying your damn bill. So fuck them. Anyway, the point is we are the Shake Up guys, and we are saying peace.
And she
Thank you, Aaron.
and she got cheeks, Bissell.